as well.
Tall and big head.
Tall and big head.
Tall, big head.
Tall, big head.
Big head.
That's what. Oh, hang on, Adam. I've got to turn your music off because I was just supposed to do some more gold.
Go on.
Because I had to take my kid to the doctors once, and they actually thought he had elephantitis of the head because he had such a big head.
Oh, wow.
And they measured his head, and they said, "Oh, hang on, he's off the charts." And then they measured my head, and they said, "Oh,
it's genetic."
Well, it turned out it is benign familiar macrocephalus, which basically means harmless hereditary big head.
Harmless hereditary
So I love saying,
big
yeah, I
head.
don't want to sound big-headed or anything, but my son's got benign familiar macrocephalus.
Has he
Don't wanna
grown
sound
into it
big-headed.
now? Has he grown into it now, though?
And I always say it's a bit like he's got a head like a light bulb, but it suits him.
It suits him.
It does. It's like a light bulb.
I love that.
He looks so good. Though. It's really nice. It's like a balloon that someone's drawn a face on.
Your kid's really cute. He's modelled on a light bulb.
He is cute. Yeah, it's a good one. You had a chocolate bar called Plop. What was it called?
I don't know. I don't think I could pronounce it. But do you know the Plop thing? The other day I got one.
Yeah?
I bought one for my dad. Yeah, bought one home. Honestly, I was like,
plain-
there's actually a chocolate bar called Plop.
Plain or nutty?
Yeah,
sounds
plain.
right.
It was like caramel in the middle.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
There's a chocolate bar called Nick in Sweden. So everyone that goes to Sweden always brings me back a Nick. And they go, I've got your chocolate bar. And I'm like, yeah, cheers.
Oh, wow.
It's really
You're
nice,
lucky.
but it means I'm so guaranteed to get a lot of chocolate bars.
Yeah. Imagine if you didn't like it.
Now you have
Well,
diabetes.
Well, imagine if I had a different name, yeah, I'd be like a stone lighter.
Change it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to change your name to Snickers.
That would be amazing. Snickerless.
Snickerless. Wow.
It's a two-way conversation. It's not just like
There's three of
ranting
us.
off.
There's three of us.
No,
Three-way.
two-way conversation.
Oh, thanks.
Hang on. It's Trans Day of Visibility, isn't it?
It will be soon.
will be soon, yeah.
Don't worry about it now. It's fine. We get one day a year.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you're invisible right now.
We're like ghosts at Halloween. That's it.
Yeah.
We come out and then go back again.
Oh, God.
Handbrake turn. Woo! Hello, welcome to Are You Creative podcast about creativity in and around Essex. And Sangeeta's not here today. I've got a better co-host.
Oh, savage.
Who's the better co-host?
Well, it'd be a bit egotistical to me to say. That didn't start well. Egotistical. No, I'm terrible. Not a better co-host
I've
whatsoever.
got a co-host that's not as good as Sangeeta.
Can't even speak.
A lesser co-host, Adele Barker.
I'm tired.
You may have heard Adele on our live episode with stuntman Andy Pilgrim and also previous guest talking about Uncle Ben boobs.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Oh, wow. Yeah.
I've had a lot of funny comments about rice boobs, so thank you very much for that.
Hey, look, I might patent it. All right. I forgot I still talked about that. I say some stuff.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
and we are here once again in the amazing Lorca Media Studios with Adam Whittaker, surrounded by beautiful, colourful ephemera and skateboards and stickers and all mad stuff like that.
Loving it.
I think we're getting filmed today, so you can see it on the camera for the first time ever.
Wow.
And see
Oh, my God, I'm getting like
how
Elizabeth Day vibes, proper
Yeah.
Olivia Atwood podcast vibes.
it's multicam.
This is it. This is the future. I did podcasting 10 years ago, like I just said, when it was like, sitting in a room, bad sound.
Filming on a
beers.
potato.
Pretty much, yeah. I think would have got better sound out of a potato. Yeah, but now I thought I could have had a career in this.
Where did you put it? Did you upload it to Bebo?
I don't know, to something, and it did all right. But it was back in the day when no one knew what a podcast was, and I just got bored of telling people.
Yeah, so where did you find it? Just on the dark web or something now?
Probably is now. It probably is.
We'll find it in the archive, but all this stuff's got to be put in a cultural archive somewhere. Should be in the British Museum or something, right?
I know, I'm getting worried now.
Yeah?
That I've said stuff on the podcast 10 years
That's
ago.
right, AI is going to scrape it and attach it to this episode now anyway.
Do you think AI is going to go into my old podcast, come up with the ultimate podcast,
Yes.
and then they're going to be like, this is the best podcast ever? I'll be like, that was me!
And they're going to change all the references to current stuff like Musk.
Now you're just starting it off on a bad note now.
You never It's like podcasts now. You're never like 5 seconds away from a mention of Musk or Trump, right? Anyway, we've got another guest in today. Another amazing creative guest from Essex, I believe. Are you from Essex?
I'm from Essex, yeah.
Oh, you-
I can talk now.
Born and what?
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, you can talk whenever you want.
Amazing, love it.
Yeah, oh, born and raised Essex.
Born and raised
Colchester.
Essex. Colchester.
Oh, that's so amazing. You never left Colchester.
Oh, I lived in Clacton.
What?
But we don't talk about that bit.
Yeah, we moved. You moved back since
Seas.
Yeah.
Colchester, Clacton,
Colchester.
Chelmsford.
Yeah.
Farage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, damn it. So you ruined everything.
Exactly. So yeah, how does it? So you've come from the old capital of England, Colchester,
Yeah, yeah,
to the old capital of England, Chelmsford.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, isn't
yeah.
it?
Capital to capital.
What a journey to just down the A12. And are you creative?
No, not really.
See you later.
Podcast over. Podcast over.
I am.
Yeah, you are. You are.
I
You
am,
got
yeah,
invited.
I am.
Yes. Right, we have another creative guest, which is amazing. I should have said your name, really.
That's fine.
What's your name?
My name's Lily.
What's your surname?
Meff.
Lily Meff.
Yep.
MEFF.
MEFF.
Amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Such a cool name. And Adele, do you know what Lily Meff does?
Right, yeah, so. Okay. I told you I love this part of the podcast because whenever I listen to it, Sangeeta always gets it wrong. And she gets it terribly wrong.
That's the joy of it.
And I think, how could you get it so wrong? But then I think to myself now, like, you get so wrong. That's because I've read who the person is.
Exactly.
Now I'm sitting here and I now have to guess. I'm now staring and thinking, if I get this wrong, I could offend.
It doesn't
not going
matter.
to.
No, you could.
So again,
You could do.
what
Just
I love
start
about
guessing.
this-
Just start guessing. Stop unpacking it.
No,
we're not
God,
philosophizing.
I have to unpack this because I know that I now have to be judgmental.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just think with a name like Lily Meff, you're a drug dealer. No, I'm joking. No. With a name like Lily Meff.
Yes,
And
the more creative side of me.
Lily is the Heisenberg of Essex.
Correct.
I think you are a singer-songwriter.
Da, 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 da. Yes, in what genre?
Rock.
In what specific rock genre?
Techno rock. Is that a thing? Is that a
It
thing?
is now.
It is, yeah. Lily Meff is a...
I'm a singer
Oh, yes.
and a guitarist
No, yeah.
in a punk rock band,
called
Punk.
the Meffs.
the Meffs.
Love it.
It's
High
such a-
five that. High five that.
Is your surname actually Mefflow, or is it you just call yourself Lily Meff because you're from the Meffs? Or is the Meffs called the Meffs because you're called Lily Meff?
I just call myself Lily Meff.
Don't break the illusion.
No,
you would go up to Chris Martin and say, is that your real name? Well, it probably is his real name.
Is
But
that
still,
what-
you know
yeah.
what I mean.
So-
Imagine if it wasn't his real name.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Because he's a boring guy. He's like
Chris Martin. You couldn't choose a much more. It's just Adam Jones.
No, Chris Martin's real name is Martin Chris. Right? He's that boring that he calls himself Chris Martin, but he creates great music.
But if he was called Chris Stardust, it wouldn't really suit him, would it?
Chris
Shaking Stardust.
Shake and start.
So, right,
I think that was really good.
Good guess.
Very good guess.
yeah. No, so the Meffs are pretty awesome. You guys are doing so amazingly at the moment, right?
We are.
I cannot believe because I follow you guys. I've been watching you since you've been playing at like Hotbox and things like that. So right, Hotbox, 100 capacity.
Yeah.
Played there a few times, haven't you? Then you played this little venue last week, Alexandra Palace.
We did. We played Ali Pally.
It's
Yeah.
just a tiny place.
It's
Yeah,
tiny.
it's mad.
Tiny.
Yeah.
What did it?
Why did you fit all the equipment in?
It's,
So I saw the photos of you. I saw the photos of you on stage with this sold out huge crowd with the round window at the back.
Yeah,
What did it
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like being on stage, just seeing that iconic window and like all those people there?
bigger than Hotbox. It's definitely
It's a
bigger than
little bit
Hotbox.
bigger,
a little
isn't
bit
it?
bigger, yeah. It's sick. It's it's something else.
Yeah, it
it
must
really
be
was something
mad.
else. Yeah, we were like when we got there, we thought, are people actually going to get down for the first band playing? Because
Yeah.
you know when you play like club shows and stuff, you know people are like slowly coming in. And we were like, mate, it's like half full, and we're not even like on the stage yet. So yeah,
That was nuts.
It was
What were you
banging.
like peeking through the curtains?
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff?
literally the whole to like the last minute. And I was like, right, I need a wee now quickly. Lewis, you keep watch. And then
Oh,
I-
you're punk. You should stand on stage.
oh, that is true.
Pre.
I would've done
yeah.
With-
Oh,
Pre-stage wheeze it's difficult to get timed right, isn't it?
on stage wheeze.
Well, no, you don't want to do that. They're like that was like the lady from Farage Against the Machine. They totally
punk
cancelled
rock,
for that.
and then you throw it. Oh my god! Yeah, we done it.
No, you don't want to start a piss battle with a crowd when there's 100,000 people there as well.
This is why I am not a punk rocker. Okay, I get it wrong.
This is why you should be.
No, it isn't. I just told you why it shouldn't be.
I think any sort of bodily fluids like for punk gigs, I don't like it when punk singers spit as well.
Yeah,
I'm a bit like, ugh.
I mean, you don't like it when anyone spits, do you?
No,
even
well-
when they're brushing their teeth, you're like, ooh.
I go to a lot of punk gigs and hardcore gigs, and I really don't like it when a singer spits.
Nah.
It's a bit.
But I heard like Joe Talbot was saying about it, and he was saying like the reason I spit is because I'm like shouting so much, so I have to let it out. I have to
but
spit.
that's all right. Spit on the stage.
Oh, you mean don't spit like
spit
at
in the
someone?
crowd.
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
I'm a punk. Spit
I'm
in the
not spitting
crowd.
in someone's face. No.
Yeah.
You're not an angry punk, are you? Is that a thing?
Killed a few people in my time.
Wow. See, I'm not worried about those podcasts anymore. That
Lily's-
is taking it all off me now.
Lily's got a guitar
Anything
made
I
out of
said.
haters with like a human leather strap made out of hater leather.
Hate a leather.
Yeah, so it's the toughest leather.
Yeah. I don't wear real leather. I wear real leather.
It's what vegans are allowed to wear hater leather.
Literally.
What does I say? Hater leather. Hater leather.
Hate a
Hate
leather.
to leather.
We could bring this out. I mean,
We
I don't know.
actually could.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Let's do it.
There's a movie in there.
we'll get cancelled.
Let's get Rob Zombie to make it or something.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is anyway. So it's really cool. Like you did the Ali Pally with Frank Turner.
Yes,
which
with
is
Frank.
mad. Like he's an Essex boy as well, right?
Yeah.
Is he from Essex, or he just lives on Mersea, doesn't he?
Do you know what Frank Turner's real name is?
Turner Frank Stardust.
I don't know. I don't know.
Frank Turner on Mersea Island. He recorded your album, right? In his studio.
Yeah, on Mersey.
I was out with children's illustrator Tom Knight on Friday night, and he said he did gang vocals on your album.
He actually did. He actually did.
He said Frank Turner phoned him up and said, "I need a gang vocal," and he said, "Tom's not hardcore."
No.
He was like, "I don't know what one is, but I'll come."
Yeah, we were like, they got in a room. There was like 3 of them, I think, and they just had to get in a room and just shout like words. They were told what words to shout, and then Frank would be like, "That's not right. You got to pronounce your T."
That's what Tom said.
Yeah.
Tom said he kept
pronounce your
telling
T.
me off for saying my T's,
Yeah.
and I had to, and he was like, "Can you sound a bit more like, I won't do it." What was
Yeah,
the
'cause
word?
The word was what, but when I shout, it's what.
What?
Yeah, and he
How did you say it? How did you say it?
what?
What?
Yeah, what?
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 Yeah, and then
Do you have to do?
well, no, because I was saying what, and it needed to be like gang vocals along with that. But there was 3 people shouting, and like one of them would shout what, one of them would shout what, one of them would shout what.
Oh,
What?
So it just sounded like a, whoa. Like that. It's a different song. That's techno rock.
I used to do a radio show where I used to do had to do traffic reports like in between my show, and I got so bored doing them that it got to a point where I would just be like, I'm not reading that. Look, if you're in traffic, you're in traffic. Get I mean, you're listening to this right now and you're stuck in traffic. I'm sorry, nothing I say is going to change that.
What are you going to do? Give him a cheat code? Here you go. Put the steering wheel left,
It was
right,
the
right.
same thing. It was the same thing. It was like, oh, the Army Navy roundabout is this, and then Gallows Corner. And I'm like, yeah, it's busy. It's like 5
Every
o'clock.
day.
Yeah, I was like, if you were expecting clear roads, you are insane. But that's why I don't do radio. Frank
Anyway,
Turner.
let's talk about Frank Turner. What? Frank Stardust.
This is how you should start. Every time you want to get back to stage, you go, what?
What?
Give it a nice cut point. And that's why I've got the funky music anyway.
I love that funky music.
I do as well. I was like, when I
Do
start,
you
when I
like the funky music?
Well, I mean, I want to hear some funky
yeah,
music
when
right now.
I did the
You put it in later.
when I did it later, when I did the first podcast, I thought I want to find the worst Saturday night chat show music I could find. I found all this funky
Love it.
slap bass
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite
Love it.
Seinfeld, and now I just love it. It's just
I love
fun.
it. Diddle-dum, diddle-dum.
Bow, bow, bow. All right. Let's talk about Frank Turner. Mm-hmm. Frankie Stardust.
What?
So, is he has he been like a really
Sorry. You're gonna wish you never invited me. I'm anarchist.
I love it.
So I'm just going to use AI and replace your voice. Replace you with Sangeeta afterwards. You're just a replacement. I'm going to map her face onto you as well. So Frank Turner's been like really good support for you like the whole time you've been doing Meffs?
Yeah.
Because you supported him a few times, have you?
Yes, we supported him at the Roundhouse. That was the first time when he did his, the Lost Evenings shows that he
Yeah.
does. So we played there, And then, we just said to him, like, you live near. We got this music. Can you
live near
record
us,
us? Basically.
We followed you home. We know where you live.
Exactly. We know. We looked through your window, and he was like, "Yeah, come on in." And then it literally went from there. We done our EPs with him, and the latest album as well.
Oh, that's wicked. The first EP sounds so much more DIY than the album, though. So it was all recorded with Frank.
Yeah, he was practicing those first EPs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
Oh man, that's the new one. Obviously, it's something's fresher.
It sounds great, apart from those gang vocals with all the T's on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tom has got a lot to answer for. He's ruined that song forever. So
I'm going to let him know that.
Yeah. Nah, sick. That was actually
what song did he ruin?
that was actually a single.
Yeah?
Yeah. What actually was a single? Yeah, came out pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, look, I used to have a friend called, what's he called? Tom Last, and he lived in Ware in Hertford. And he got arrested by the police. They said, "What's your last name?" And he said, "Last." They said, "Where do you live?" And he said, "Where?" And they're like, "Come on, mate."
Oh no.
So it was terrible. But as I was just thinking about what as well.
That's
what?
great.
Yeah. What?
I love that. Is that true? Was that
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's a true thing. And it wouldn't be a very good joke if it was a joke, would it?
Well, no, it would. It'd work. It'd work in a really, really crappy sitcom.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. But it was weird. Tom Last.
but as a real
I'm not going
life situation.
I'm not going to big him up, but it's
Beautiful.
funny if you live in Ware, isn't it?
And if you know where it is.
My friend lived in Goblin Hill near Clacton in Wheelie.
Goblin Hill.
Goblin Hill. I think it was. Oh no, called Crow. Her house was called Goblin Hill, and she lived on Crow Lane in Wheelie.
Oh, wow.
And they all sound like fake places as well, don't they?
That's Harry Potter, isn't it?
Yeah, we got in trouble with the police
Yeah.
once, and they said she has. I live on Goblin Hill, Crow Lane, Wheelie. And they're like, shut up.
There's someone listening right now
Yeah.
that's like, "Oh, I live in Goblin Hill.
Yeah, I know.
We never get shouted out."
Yeah, with the goblins. I want to talk more about Meffs as well because you supported Alice Cooper as well.
Yeah, we did.
That's mad.
Supported the Alice
Oh,
Cooper.
hang on. Now Adele's woken up. But Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. We're
Mate-
not worthy.
Makeup is we're not worthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
How
insane,
was
isn't
that? What happened there?
We were meant to be doing the London shows and then got invited to do the whole tour. Arena tour.
What?
Mental.
That is so mad. And
was
just
pretty
the
mad.
two, because I should say the Meffs is just a two-piece band.
Yeah. We
Just
are two-piece.
Two little
little
Essex
Meffs.
people
Two little Essex
walking out
Meffs.
there on stage.
You know,
Hello.
yeah. Hello, everyone.
There will be no beheadings in the show. But they'll come later.
Yeah, they'll come later on. There was us, then Primal Scream, then Alice Cooper.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Supporting
Yeah,
two legends.
for real.
No, what?
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 It
Supporting
was-
two
yeah.
legends.
For real. For real.
How does Alice Cooper even follow Primal Scream? That's mad.
Apparently, like, he always gets bands that aren't like him. He's
Yeah.
like known for doing it. So I can't remember, he did like, I think the Cult maybe and like
Oh,
some other
yeah.
bands like that. And like Creeper he had, Creeper.
Yeah.
He's got pretty big now. But yeah, he just gets bands that aren't particularly like him.
But you were playing like place like Birmingham NEC, weren't
Yeah,
you?
it was ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
we
when I
did
used to do
Hammersmith as well.
Gladiators back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I didn't know
You
that.
have been in the same area as Jet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's like
What I would
right.
what I would
Claim
do
to
to be in
fame.
the same
What?
area as Jet. Diane
Oh
Udale,
my god.
TV's Jet from the Gladiators.
She's a life coach now.
Yeah, I know she's a pretty amazing woman.
There we
Mr.
go.
Motivator was in my office the other day.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got so excited. I walked past him. You know, sometimes you walk past someone and you just got like reverse a little bit just to check.
Did you say hello?
No, because he was on a Zoom call and he had a lanyard on.
Oh.
And he looked quite official. He looked like he meant business.
Yeah.
But he had a bandana on. He did have a bandana on.
But I've just got this image of Mr. Motivator sitting there doing a Teams call for Lanyon. You're like, oh, it's official. Yeah, it's an HR meeting. Because you've done something wrong. It's under investigation. And you can walk in, hey, how you doing?
He's motivating people in the wrong way.
I'm making myself laugh, all right? In my head, there's an
It's like-
image
so-
there.
so- Mr. Motivator, that sort of motivation was acceptable in the 80s, but not now.
Not now.
This is where I was going. I didn't know how to explain it. Just what I was picturing.
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
how you getting on? I'm just getting my ass chewed by HR here. Yeah.
So but basically, this is what we do. We just go around everywhere. So after playing like the NEC or something, actually Ali Pally must have felt like Hotbox.
You literally, yeah.
It's just I had to go to a small gig at Ali Pally now.
Oh, yeah.
How many in your
Intimate.
band?
2.
That's still a band, right? It's not a duo.
don't know.
That is a
I think it's a
legit
band.
Good
question.
question. No, that is legit.
question.
When does a duo become a band? I reckon a duo is two people. I reckon
Duo's like Jedward, right?
Yeah, when you've got a rhythm section.
You went straight there.
Yeah.
Duo Jedward.
No,
We're
no.
definitely a band.
But also Simon and Garfunkel would be a duo. I reckon
True.
as soon as you've got someone on drums, then it
Yeah.
becomes a band.
Must be.
Or
White Stripes.
rhythm section, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have said
reckon
White
that's
Stripes
why.
were a duo.
No,
you
that's
really?
a
No, I
band.
wouldn't. I call it
Band,
band. I take
Yeah.
it back. I
Yeah.
take it back.
Band.
Well done. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's a good question.
Yeah,
Started
it was
the
good.
conversation, started the debate.
Can I get nerdy?
Go on.
So have you got two amps? Do you play through an octave pedal so you've got bass and guitar?
I'll tell you a secret.
Yeah.
I've got 3 amps.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
We're definitely a band now.
Hang on, you got 3 amps. Have you
Yeah.
got a keyboard amp as well? What are they?
I got 2 guitar amps and a bass amp.
That's mad because it does.
Yeah.
It sounds huge.
Go through all 3 of them.
That's
How
How
That's
did
the way to go.
how did you discover this sort of this rich sound thing? Because I love DZ Death Rays. They used to do the same thing,
Yep.
and Royal Blood.
Yeah.
But he plays a bass, doesn't he?
plays
And
a
he plays
bass.
guitar.
Yeah, exactly. I just I always played through 2. I started through just a bass amp, then I added the other one, and then I was like, I need more for the arena shows. I actually brought it in for Alice Cooper. I was like, I need another amp on stage because this looks tiny. So I just got a stack and just put the stack on stage and was like, let's plug it in.
You've seen these bands that just have a big fake stack, and it's just like
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
goes around the
yeah.
back, and it's just wood.
You literally, that's what mine are. I don't even play. It's all on a backing track.
You're really noisy band.
We're pretty noisy, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
It sounds really full though, and
Noisy.
it's pretty difficult with 2 people, isn't it, to like get that to sound that
Yeah.
full and energetic. There's no way you can't just like take a little bit of time out. You know, sometimes we see a band, and the bassist might just walk to the side and just chill or
Get a
anything.
drink.
Yeah,
I'm gasping by the end.
I like to do that if I'm playing drums. Sometimes I know the bits where I can just use one hand as well, and you just be like, just chill, just sit back and chill a little bit.
Yeah. That's the thing with drummers though. They always get an easy time. Do you know what I mean?
Always sitting down, so
yeah,
lazy.
always sitting down, very
Apart-
lazy.
Apart from the guy from Soft Play.
That's true.
But yeah, every other drummer so lazy.
Yeah, really lazy. Always need a seat.
They're always like the last one to finish packing up as well.
It's really
So
like
lazy.
Yeah, it's really lazy. It's inconsiderate to be honest.
Is there a lot of drummers listening to this now, like just shouting abuse at you?
I'm a drummer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what you're lazy.
No.
Yeah, fair enough. I get it.
So I'm saying it's the worst job because basically you have to always stay sober because you're always driving because you've got the most kit. You're the last one to get home,
Fair.
and often you have to wait to load out as well. And
And you have to bang on time.
everyone wants to lift home.
You have to be on time.
You got to be on
Can't be-
time.
can't be off time.
No one sees you either. Like everyone goes up to all the people at the front of the stage and goes, "Oh, that's a wicked gig, mate, wicked gig." And then the drummer will be like, "Hi," and no one will come up and say hello.
You're getting aggy now. You're all in it for the drummers.
the drum-
That's why your drummer goes to the
Yeah,
merch.
yeah,
He gets to get the
does.
merch. Hello,
He
you might
does.
recognise me from the drums.
And they go, hi, can you go and get the drummer, please? And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Drummers get treated like roadies. Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah.
Yeah, your drummers are pretty much
Why,
a roadie
why
and
is
a, and a
that roadie
chauffeur.
on the drums?
Exactly.
What about bassists? Oh, God.
It's pointless.
Don't even, let's not go there.
Yeah,
So
stop.
what do you play?
Guitar.
Is you got a fancy one?
Oh, I mean, it's not that, it's good, it's nice.
Yeah.
I play a Gordon Smith, it's called.
What is that to make?
That's the make, yeah.
I thought you
Gordon
named
Smith.
it. I thought you
No.
named it.
Gordon
Like,
Smith. Gordon Smith.
I wasn't going to judge you. I was like, you named your guitar Gordon Smith.
You could come up with like Hell Ripper or something like that. No, it's
Gordon
Gordon
Smith.
Smith.
She was punk.
Yeah.
Sounds like a daytime TV presenter.
Chris Martin.
Yeah. Here's Chris Martin on his Gordon Smith. What is a Gordon Smith?
It's a Gordon Smith.
Is
Basically,
that punk? Is that a punk classic?
It's handmade. It's custom made. It's pretty local. And yeah, they make it all by hand and they put all like the components in themselves. So yeah,
Nice. So you chose
They got me.
everything.
Aren't
Yeah,
all
they made me a
guitars
couple.
homemade?
They're like not all
No.
handmade. No, they're my
No?
machines
No.
and stuff.
If you go to a luthier,
I said homemade, didn't I?
You did say that.
yeah, a
You didn't even pull me up on it.
Kirsty's
Summer.
homemade home.
Yes, Adele. If you go to a luthier, you can specify. You can get to specifications. The bassist from my band is a professional luthier. He does guitars. I'm gonna have to beep these names out.
Yeah.
He does guitars. He put snuck on fretboard in
pretty
Mother of
cool.
Pearl, which is cool.
You're
Oh,
going to
wow.
beep those names out?
I'm gonna because I can't really like say who he works for until secret stories.
Should we,
I'm
should we
gonna
just
be-
keep saying them?
Shall we?
no,
It's just going to be 10
but
minutes of beeping.
it's exciting that you can go and get a guitar made. But
Yeah.
it costs loads of money.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially Gordon.
it's Gordon. I'll tell you what. Don't get me started about Gordon. Everyone should check out Gordon Smith though.
Where's Gordon Smith based?
Not Essex.
Okay, we're not
We can
interested.
pretend it's Essex.
I'm not interested.
All right, cut
If it's
that.
not, if
cut
it's,
that whole bit
if
out.
it's not Essex, I'm not interested. Don't go to Gordon Smith. Go
God.
to Jim Fleeting Guitars, even though he's in Manchester, but he is from Essex, so we can trust him.
Whenever he talks about things outside of Essex, he goes proper Brexit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Essex. Essex. I swear they got the word Brexit. Oh, don't even say Brexit.
When you say, like, I just realised when I say Gordon Smith, I made it sound really boring.
Yeah.
When you say Gordon Smith, I'm sold.
You're
It
feeling
sounds amazing.
Yeah, I've got a Gordon at home. Yeah, Gordon Smith.
If I said I've got a Gordon at home, they think I've got like some butler or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I've got Gordon at home. You say it, I'm like, yeah, you have. Like, that should be awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I'm pleased. I'll start saying it more now.
All right, so what's your drummer called? What's your drummer called? Has he got a name?
Gordon.
Yeah. Clive. I'm sorry, Tony Clive.
It's Barry Clive.
He's called Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Big up Lewis. Big up Lewis.
Big up Lewis.
He's wicked because actually you need a good solid drummer. It's gonna so you can prat around and like dance around with your guitar
That is
and go crowd surfing.
I do go crowd surfing every gig. Yeah.
How do you play when you're crowd surfing? That's mad.
Minimally.
As I say, you probably couldn't,
Yeah,
could you?
minimally.
Have you crowd surfed before?
I do it. It's part of the stage act at the minute.
You do?
It's part of it.
It looks so good in the photos.
It's the photos are why I do it, mate.
I think when I saw you at Sounds Good Festival. I don't think there were enough people to go around on that one, but it was a good show.
Oh,
But it was
yeah,
it was a big
course.
place, wasn't it? But the crowd wasn't dense enough, I think, for
Yeah, dense is the right word.
you need density
You
to
do
do
need
it.
density.
I did a stage dive the other day. I'm almost 50, and I was like, I thought my stage diving days were over, and I just got excited.
Where? For
At
what?
the Bronx.
Oh,
And I got
place?
not the place, the band.
no. Yeah, what a place to do it.
Yeah,
Bronx.
and they played Knife Man, and I just got like a
Sick.
bit overexcited and felt like I was younger again, and I was like, I'm gonna do a stage dive. And then afterwards, I was looking through all the photos horrifically. Like I was like, I really hope I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Like going, and be like, oh my god, who's that? Who's that 100-kilo 50-year-old man? Like,
Did you make lots of like old man noises?
I did hear the crowd physically groan underneath me.
Take this granddad out.
Yeah. Luckily, there were a lot of Turbo Negro, Turbo Jugend people there, and they're all a bit older, and
Yeah,
some of them
yeah.
were stage diving. I was like, well, I'm going to do it. You get quite older people at your crowd sometimes, do you? I've seen them in
Yeah,
their
we
Meffs
do.
t-shirt. They're like fanatics.
We do get a
Are they
good
Meffs?
old mix.
They're Meffs Ultras.
They are Meffs Ultras.
Yeah,
they
aren't
are.
they?
They are. Not like the traditional Ultras, but they're definitely Meff Ultras.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're mad for it.
They are. And they're, yeah.
Don't they come to the pub? Like, I've seen you all
Yeah.
hanging out
Yeah.
at the garage the other day or something. I
Yeah,
saw, like,
we did like meetups. So we had we got this thing called the MEFF ARMY.
MEFF
And,
ARMY.
we don't run it. Yeah, MEFF ARMY.
Up on the train
Literally.
from Colchester, MEFF ARMY.
Go on. Yeah, and they do go around and they do shout MEFF ARMY and like in the crowd and stuff. But they
Calm it down, guys.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What?
You keep the noise down, please. But they went to the pub beforehand. What?
The delays. Yeah. Just shouting.
Delayed, I like it.
So they're at the pub and they say, "Oh, come down and get a photo with the MEFF ARMY."
Yeah. So they organise it themselves. So the MEFF
wicked,
ARMY
yeah.
organise the pre-gig meetups, and they go down the pub and they get drunk, and then they
what
come
a
to the
life.
gig. Yeah.
Well, I want
And
to
then we
join
pop
them.
in.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Did you just say what a life?
Yeah.
Thank you for the promo. That's our new album. You can get it now.
That's the Meffs album. That's what
Wow.
they were touring.
That's literally the new
That's why
album.
I'm here.
Hang on.
That's why
I think Adele's suddenly going to just like, reveal like a Meffs t-shirt,
Yeah.
like MEFF ARMY.
Shit, super fan.
I should have done that. Oh, I don't know who you were, so I couldn't do that. But that would have been amazing.
That'd be great. Oh wow.
What a life.
What's a
What
life?
a life! How many times can we say? How many times
What's
should we
a
say
life?
that?
Shall we
And
say a lot?
where can people listen to What a Life?
They can listen on all streaming platforms and they can buy the CD.
Where would you recommend for like what's best for you?
Oh, streaming
Bandcamp,
platforms. None of them.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp or Big Cartel.
Not on a Friday.
Not on a Friday.
Not on a Friday. Just any other day but Friday on Bandcamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Just listeners, just saying that it's cheaper on Friday at Bandcamp. Bandcamp Fridays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a lot of bands do promos, but don't do promo. Yeah.
Bandcamp or Big Cartel.
Or at a gig,
Yeah.
even better.
At a gig, even better, we'll sign it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And you get to
Done.
meet the drummer, stroke
Exactly.
roadie,
You get
stroke
to meet the
chauffeur.
drummer. Yep.
Oh, I get to meet Clive.
Yeah.
I'm Clive Barry Gordon. It's good. Like, having two people in the band must be good because you can actually, apart from now you've got 3 amps, but back in the day you could probably fit it all in a normal sized car.
Yeah. We actually are going to do that. We're going to Ireland and we're going to go in a Citroen C4.
Yes.
Oh,
We're
that
gonna
is
try.
nothing
Yeah.
says punk.
We are
Like
gonna
a
try
Citroen.
C4.
Yeah.
With
With
a
a
roof rack.
tiny little MEFF sticker on the back.
Yeah, definitely. Little window sticker that we made ourselves.
Nice.
Little
Yeah.
roof rack.
Well, this is what I like. I love that you've got a skateboard that just has the MEFFs written on the grip tape.
Oh yeah, we've got a skateboard, of course.
That's your banner, isn't it?
That is our backdrop for small venues, yeah.
I love it because obviously No Effects have a tea towel with No Effects written on it.
Incredible, isn't it?
when they're doing their huge shows, they have a tea towel that just says No Effects
very
on
good.
it,
Very
which is
good.
the best gag ever. And I saw your skateboard and I was like, oh, that is
It's like
just
the
so rad.
equivalent.
Yeah, it's
they
so
had
good.
they had the little sign at the farewell tour, but they had it on like a massive festival backdrop, but it was still the same size in the middle.
So
so they
it
just
just
rolled it
unrolled
down,
down?
it unravelled, and there was just this tiny little No Effects in the middle. And it was still as small. It was incredible.
And do you guys skate as well?
No, but it is my
Does
skateboard.
Lewis? Oh, no,
Nah,
neither
Lewis
of you
doesn't.
do.
No.
So I bet once a gig someone goes, do a kickflip.
Yeah, or they go...
MEFF Army like, MEFF Army, do a kickflip.
No, or they normally what people go, oh yeah, I skate, and I'm like, oh cool, do you want to go? They're like, no, I'm resting today, and I'm like,
Rested.
all right,
Yeah. All right, yeah.
all right.
Classic. MEFF Army.
What? We're having a day off.
I want to see, you three join the MEFF Army after this.
I've been at a MEFFs gig. I've been in the
I'm gonna
pit.
call you out. I'm gonna call you out on there.
I'm-
Definitely,
I would look so out of place,
Nah.
but I'll be there.
definitely not.
Very prim and proper, me.
I
Definitely
can't
wouldn't
do
be
any
out of place.
stage diving at the MEFFs because, the
Fair.
MEFF Army look like they crumble underneath me as well. Really?
I think they hold me up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're a lot smaller than me.
I don't know. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3" and I'm 100 kilograms. Oh no, I'm giving away too much details now. What's my mother's maiden name? People are going to clone me now.
What's your pin?
What's your pin?
Yeah.
Just tell us your pin number.
Exactly.
I bet it's 32, 33.
Yeah. Can we do 69? My kids are at the age now where they just think 69 is hilarious, but they don't know why.
Yeah.
And they don't know what they know it's funny, but they don't know why it's funny.
Yeah.
And they just every time they see 69, they're like, "Dad, look, 69."
And you just got it.
Well, I wonder why they think that's funny,
just-
because you've obviously been giggling like a little
gonna say,
child every time
it's
you see
just-
it.
Exactly, but it's all their passwords now and stuff. I think it's 69. It's a fair guess, isn't it?
69.
I want to talk about bigger two piece as well. So, how long have you guys been doing the MEFFs for?
We started in 2019 and then got shut down when COVID happened.
Shut down.
Yeah, shut down.
Yeah.
But like two people, you could probably gather of two people. Like, was there rules?
We did for a little bit. We bubbled for a little bit.
Oh, no.
We
Bubbled,
bubbled.
a MEFF bubble.
Do you remember when we had to bubble?
You had to bubble up. Yeah.
Bubble up.
Everyone bubble up.
We bubbled up.
MEFF Army. Bubble up.
Yeah, bubble class.
Literally. Left armed up. Yeah, no, we had to bubble. But then it got to the point when we couldn't, could we? Because it was like, I was doing a different job at the time and like couldn't mix with anyone. And then,
Got confused, didn't it? And we didn't know what we could do.
didn't know who I
Can we
could
bubble
bubble
up? Can we
with.
not bubble up? Can we go to work? Can we not go to work?
Literally.
Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we have MEFF? Can we not have MEFF?
Can we have MEFF?
Can we have
We can always have MEFF.
There's always room for meth.
Trying, that's what it is. Oh, what a life.
What a life.
What a life. Just keep saying it. You know, that's such good promo.
2019.
No,
then,
so what,
then you had to have a break.
Yeah.
And then you got back.
Got back. Like 2022, realistically, is like the year that we remember last, right?
Yeah,
2021 was like lost. Like no one I could speak to.
Everyone was
can-
just walking around weird. I went to my first gig. I went to my first gig after COVID.
I'm glad we're filming this.
I went to this
We're
gig.
filming this.
Yeah, I went to a gig after COVID, and I didn't know how to be at a gig. This is what I was like at the gig. I was like walking around like a weird robot, and people would come near me, and I'd be like, "Ah, get away from me!" And this was, people were having a bit too much fun dancing, and like getting, and I was like, "No!"
Oh my God, they touched me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 21
It
seconds.
was so it was really weird. Everyone was sort of trying to get used to being back out in public again. It felt really weird.
It was weird.
Learning how to be humans.
and like
Still
nothing,
weird
and
now.
nothing
Still weird.
happened in that year, right?
Yeah.
It's like the missing year.
What happened with the MEFFs?
2020. I can't remember.
We did a gig at
Nothing.
during COVID. We
See
did.
what I did in 2021? I transitioned. There we go. That's what happened.
No, there we go. Now I remember that.
Well, that's probably the greatest chrysalis year ever, isn't it? It's like Adele's come out of COVID looking a bit different.
I did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There we go.
What I was going to say, we did a
But
gig.
it doesn't take
a
away
life.
what? Yeah, what a life. What a
What
life.
a life.
That doesn't take away
No,
your
it's given
year.
me something to remember now for 2021 because currently I've got nothing and now I do.
Do You'll be like,
See?
We did
you'll be
a
like this
gig at
random
Hotbox.
trans lady I
There
met
we
the other
go.
day.
Done.
We did a gig at
Sorted.
Hotbox where we filled the whole of Hotbox with ball crawl balls, you know, like out of kids' play centres.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a gig just for one kid who had quadriplegic kid, Angus from Colchester.
Wow.
So we were like, oh, we can't do any gigs to any crowd, so why don't we just do a gig to one person?
love that.
That's
And we got
it.
little Angus in on his walker, and we filled it up with balls and stuff. They still said they're still finding balls.
Yes, I listened to that, and that made me laugh.
Yeah,
He's
John.
like-
John was saying
He's
still
like,
finding balls.
I move something and a ball falls out.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really weird.
That's
It was weird that you had to try and find ways to still kind of do the thing you loved, like music.
Yeah, we did a Hotbox show, funnily enough, like just as we were coming out of the lockdown, one of the lockdowns, but it was seated,
What?
right? And they used to like
A seated Meffs gig.
seated Meffs gig.
MEFF
There was a-
Army.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly. That's
you're
what it
like
was
MEFF
like.
Army, sit down
Yeah,
2
sit down.
meters apart.
Yeah, that was mental. And
He's
it
got a
was
mask
Ramo.
off.
Yeah.
Stop cheering. You
It's
got.
like more dangerous. Like it's
Yeah.
like Ramo. Do you know what I mean? All like all
Were they
seated.
seen at the end?
There was a few that were up dancing, and they were definitely like, you know, everyone wanted to
Sit
stay
down.
away.
Sit down and shut up. Oh, what?
Put your masks on.
You got your mask
Damn
on.
it.
You're trying to sing through a
Yeah.
mask. Doesn't work.
Oh,
It never
yeah.
works. These masks don't
was
work.
very
They're
difficult.
rubbish.
A techno punk rocker, so this could be anything.
There is techno punk. Surely there is.
There is techno punk. Yeah, I used to be in a rave punk band in Colchester called Disco Bitch back in the day.
That's a
It
good
was so
name.
fun. We used to play at the art centre all the time.
Yes.
We were like Prodigy before Prodigy did things with guitars. We were like
Yeah.
Atari ST and punk
Go on.
guitars. Used to be so fun. We used to play at the townhouse, the art centre, Oliver Twist.
Oh man, the twist.
And can I tell you something really exciting,
Go on.
which I can announce tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
I went to the Oliver Twist when I was 16 to see Lawnmower Death, and there were 5 people there, and I was one of the people. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., I get to announce that I'm supporting Lawnmower Death.
That's pretty.
Yeah!
That's sick.
What?
Oh, man. What?
I know.
What a life.
What
That's
a life.
cool.
Which
Where?
is mad at Nottingham Rescue Rooms at their Christmas gig.
Nice.
Which
Hell
is
yeah.
mad because and they said, oh, do you want to support us? And I was like, oh, this is a bit mad, but just tell you that I was at the Colchester Oliver Twist gig when there were 5 people in the crowd, and you made us all go on
What?
stage and stuff, and they were like, what? What a life!
What a life.
life.
What a
But
life.
it's
What
so,
a life.
isn't it mad? Like, you know, doing music, you can
That is-
suddenly like the
yeah.
band that you idolised or whatever. You can, you know, it's not like quite Alice Cooper, but for me, like
no,
Lawnmower
that's-
Death's Alice
yeah.
Cooper for me.
That's crazy.
I'd be more excited about Lawnmower Death than Alice Cooper. But yeah, it's so cool. It's so weird, like getting emails from people that were like, "What? You were like pop stars." Like we had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we were like, "Oh my god, look at this Qualcast Mutilator thing," and like kids in America and stuff.
yeah.
It's so cool, Nick. It's so cool.
Well, you know, I just have to let everyone know that I'm cool. That's
It's
what I have to do.
exciting.
It is
It's
exciting.
exciting.
Gigs is exciting.
Gigs is exciting.
Yeah, we're doing
Gigs is exciting.
Lily, we're doing gigs at the same places a few times this summer because
Go on.
we're at Bearded Fury as well,
Yes.
and we're also we're not allowed to announce it yet, but
You're not announcing.
we're not announcing.
Can
it.
we beep it out and keep talking about it?
Yeah. So we're playing there twice.
Do you know what days?
Yes, we're doing Wednesday night. We're headlining
Nice.
Wednesday night.
Yep. Oh, sick.
In the thing, and then we're doing the interesting slot at 10 a.m. in the Den, which we on the Saturday, which we played last year.
Nice.
We still managed to get a few thousand people there.
That's cool.
It was really good fun.
Oh,
I'm
the
really
Wednesday
interested.
night, though.
I'm really interested how you're going to beep this out.
What?
Beep.
Sometimes I just reverse the audio sometimes because it
You
sounds
use it?
better. Yeah. Anyway, but that's going to be really fun. But I think you're on a different day. Bearded Fury on a different day to us as well.
Are we announced for Bearded?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Your
Yeah.
name's bigger than ours on the thing. 'Cause you're a bigger band.
I don't. I
got really excited though because on the poster it's like Ned's Atomic Dustbin are playing and Iggy Pop and Manic Street
It's
Preachers and
big
Ash.
bands, right?
Yeah, those are old school bands. But there's good new bands as well, like Fat Dog and stuff are playing, which is well exciting. But then it's funny because it's got like stuff like Stuart Lee, you know, like in the middle of all the bands. I think
Bit
Bearded Fury
Stuart
sounds
Lee.
excellent.
No, same as that. I think Download sounds really good
Yeah,
this
you're
year.
on a proper stage as well, aren't you?
I think we're on the third stage.
That's going to be so cool in
It's
the
going to
tent.
be pretty cool. But Lewis will be there for the whole time.
Is he?
He'll be there on the Wednesday night.
Is he?
Yeah.
Has he got a crew?
Has
Or is he
got-
just going on his own? Is he taking your amps up there and sleeping
No,
hugging them in a
he wouldn't.
tent?
No, so this is the thing about Lewis. He downloads his holiday. It has been for like 11 years or something. So he will go and camp Wednesday night, standard camping with his mates, Wednesday night, Thursday night, play the show Friday, maybe get a hotel the night before so he can have a shower. And then he'll stay till the Monday.
Yes, what a ledge.
He lives for that every year.
I'm going home on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going home. I'm coming on site on Friday, going home Friday night, mate.
I feel so tired. I feel tired just thinking about it.
I want to watch McFly.
Yeah, that'll be good. Leia busted last year.
Yeah, apparently it was mental.
Yeah, it was well fun. Last year it was good fun. My favourite bit, I don't want to talk about myself. I've got things to talk about you. But my favourite bit, we were in the backstage bit going for an interview, and we dress up as dogs, right? And we walked past BabyMetal, and they looked so confused. It was so weird. Like the BabyMetal were just like, huh?
They looked confused.
They looked confused. They looked so confused.
Wow. You confused the confused.
Yeah, they looked really, really confused, and we loved it so much.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the BabyMetal were just like, what? So I wanted to talk about when you set up the band, the Meffs. Like, what did you do before the Meffs? How did you get into music?
I was in another band before the Meffs.
What was it called?
You'll love this.
Yeah?
This is like the least boring band name I think ever. We were in a band called Horrible Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What a lie.
Yeah.
Dolphin Army. Dolphin Army.
I'm loving that.
How can you do that?
Loving that.
Did you always know you could do it?
Yeah, I did it on stage at Download last year as well. I got a massive cheer.
Go on.
It's a really good name because I
Horrible
don't think
Dolphins.
you'll ever meet a horrible dolphin.
But don't they do really horrible
Yeah,
things?
Do they?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah,
News to me.
Don't get me on a dolphin tangent, but they are
on.
not nice animals.
I heard they're really,
wow.
really
Yeah.
bad.
So I'm
Horrible
gonna cut all that-
dolphins.
I'm gonna cut all
What a
that-
name.
What a name.
What a name.
Horrible Dolphins.
What's the name?
What were Horrible Dolphins do? Was that a two-piece?
It was a two-piece, yeah.
With Lewis.
No, it wasn't with Lewis. It was with a different drummer who did most of the singing, actually. I was
Yeah.
like backing singing and guitar. But
And
I
then-
didn't have all the amps then.
And then you realise your superpower was actually like walking around everywhere, like singing and doing the punk stuff and doing crazy faces and crowd surfing.
Literally, exactly
Well,
that.
you know, this is why I sing now. Like drumming's boring. Like sat down. Like I just like to jump around and go mad.
See, that's why me and Lewis work well together.
Yeah.
He likes sitting down drumming.
Perfect.
He loves just getting on stage, sitting down drumming,
But
smashing
he's
stuff.
good at backing vocals as well, though.
Yeah, really good, really good.
So when you were doing Horrible Dolphins, what sort of places were you playing? Was it quite supportive on the
All
Colchester
local.
scene?
Yeah. It was all local stuff.
Do you
So
see
we-
World?
Sea- SeaWorld birthday
It's a harmless
parties.
joke. It's a harmless joke.
We did the basement a few times.
Oh,
The basement
yeah.
was off. Yeah, we played that. I can't remember, but we did with the Meffs as well.
Yeah.
That was our first gig. Was at the
Oh,
basement.
amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's loads of cool bands though, isn't there, in Essex? Because I think, especially from Colchester and Chelmsford, you got like Rad Pit, Dharma Hounds are really wicked, like doing
Yeah.
like quite like political
Yeah.
stuff.
Rad Pit are sick.
I love.
Great band.
Can you say that Dharma Hounds are sick as well?
Darmans are sick. Yeah.
Yes, they're really sick. And obviously, I love Nat and the Gang as well from Brentwood. Do you
Oh
know
yeah, you sort of forget like that they're so local because they're everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's so many wicked
Yeah, fair.
little punky, like edgy, like interesting
yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
We don't do boring bands in here,
No,
do we?
that is true actually.
We should have like Essex Fest. I mean, you've got Meff Fest, haven't you?
Meth Fest is coming up. Yeah, it's coming up.
Wow.
But all these like mad bands that we can pull
Yeah.
together.
That is true. Yeah, because you don't see those sort of bands on the same lineup as each other. Do you know what I mean?
No, what?
We rarely would get put with like Rad Pit now. Just picking
Yeah.
them because I played with them before. Because like it's different genres slightly, so people are like, oh, it doesn't really go together. Like metal stays with metal, punk stays with punk.
No.
Nah,
Fun stays with fun.
fun.
Nice. That's how it should
Hang on.
go.
You extend the arm.
Oh, COVID,
like,
COVID high five.
Yeah, 2 meter high five.
Literally.
But that would be amazing. Like, you imagine, like, yeah, Meffs, Rad Pit, Dharma
Dharma
Hounds,
Hounds.
Slay Duggy, like, and the gang.
Yeah.
Ultimate
Done.
lineup.
Yeah,
And my new band, Gordon and the Smiths.
yes. Gordon and the Smiths.
That's like, but I think you need like a little bit of a supportive music scene that lets you experiment and go a bit and be a bit silly and be
Yeah,
Horrible
yeah,
Dolphins
yeah.
and be Disco Bitch and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
do all these mad things
Yeah.
because it all just feeds into like your final form of
Yeah.
Lily Murph
Exactly,
or me,
yeah.
me Black Shark.
Yeah.
Lily Murph, Black Shark.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you got
See?
to do all
You've
the
got to
silly
start
things.
somewhere, right?
Where did you get your inspiration from when you want to come up with all these songs and stuff?
I'm from Clacton. So
Lots of
I've got Nigel.
inspiration.
Yeah, I've got Nigel Farage to thank at the minute
For your anger.
For my
Yeah.
anger. Yeah.
Farage Against the Machine.
Farage against. Oh, that's great. Is that a band?
No, I just made it up. But Farage Against the Machine, that's your...
That's
your-
incredible.
yeah.
That's like the best cover band name ever. Can we make it?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm
my
ready for
God.
it.
Do it.
Farage Against the
We could
Machine.
literally go to Card Trick Music after this
Yes,
and record a whole album.
We literally could. Right, done. All right,
Bullish on parade.
I'll call home and tell them I'll be a bit late. Yeah.
Exactly. So, sorry,
Yeah.
Liz. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
got another drummer. Got another drummer. He's here already.
We're actually we're just doing covers now.
We're doing Brexit covers.
That's so good.
We did a gig once where we pretended that we were pro Liz Truss.
Oh, wow.
And we were shouting, "Get Brexit done!" and getting the crowd to shout. It was so fun.
Yes.
So fun pretending to be a Tory for half an hour, and everyone realising it was not real.
Yeah. No,
I never thought I'd hear the words pro Liz Truss come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I
It was
know.
really good. We were like, "Come on, Liz Truss! Let's get a cheer for Liz Truss! Get Brexit done! Get Brexit done!"
That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, Farage Against the Machine.
Farage Against the
Let's
Machine.
do
Against
it.
the machine.
That's really good. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I love,
oh, my setup would do that as well on guitar.
but a lot of your yeah, it would. Oh, because a lot of Rage Against the Machine is just like the growly
Oh
bass.
yeah, octave.
Morello's just there for the. He's like icing sugar. Yeah, he's not really doing much, is he? It's just like twiddling over the top.
Would you say that to his face?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is it Brad Comerford? No, Tim Comerford, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? It's big. Yeah.
It's like,
I'm enjoying this so much, watching you two. Like, just do these little noises. It's amazing.
it's important to know, but I think that when you're noodling around with music, you're like finding all your different styles and stuff, aren't you? And you sing a lot about, I talk about social justice and inclusivity and things like that.
Yeah.
I think punk's wicked. People think that punk's like all like spitting in people's faces and like smashing windows and stuff. But isn't it? It's like the most inclusive music, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. MEFF ARMY, right?
MEFF ARMY.
MEFF ARMY.
MEFF ARMY, what? What a life.
What?
I'm just going through
You
it.
can just cut all of those at different points.
Baby, cut them up, put them in one of your songs.
Yes.
Come on, let's talk about MEFF ARMY.
MEFF ARMY, you got people that like stereotypically you might look at and you'd be like, oh, they're like, yeah, MEFF ARMY, hey, bomber jackets, what have you. And then like they'll come to a show. They're the most inclusive people. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They are like they break every stereotype that you want to put. And like we did something, I can't remember what it was. It was something about the British government, and like we got a few people that we sort of become sort of matey with as well. And they're in the crowd. They're like skinhead. They got their green bomber jackets, their boots and that. And they're like shouting this like proper like anti-fascist stuff out like to each other in the crowd. And it's like, it's incredible. It's amazing to see.
Yeah, get Brexit undone.
Yeah, exactly. Undo the Brexit.
Undo the Brexit.
Brexit.
When do we want it? As soon as the EU Parliament has reconvened and we can apply for it in the proper political way. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
And
let's do
during
it.
the day,
Yeah.
Exactly.
so we can have like proper boundaries in place for our mental health.
Get Brexit undone. Right, we'll do that. Let's give it a new chant at the Meffs,
Get
right?
Brexit undone.
MEFF ARMY. Get Brexit undone.
Hey.
I love it. I think
Introduce that.
you put a really good Instagram post out the other day about like inclusivity and
Yeah.
gigs and things like that. I can't remember what you wrote. It was very, it was very articulate. Articulate? Is that what you say? Yeah.
Articulate.
I don't know the word.
The
I don't know
irony.
the word. I don't know the word.
Is it
It's
articulate?
articulate. Is it articulate?
Is it articulate or what?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
just started thinking in my head that was a board game.
Oh wait, it is.
is a
Articulate.
big-
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, there you go. It was very articulate. What were you?
Articulate.
Yeah, what were you writing about? You were writing about inclusivity at gigs and in music and stuff.
Yeah, I do write quite a lot now about it online. I think it's important. I think you can't just put about the music and what you've got coming out because people need to be reminded what you stand for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I can't remember the exact post you're thinking of. I think you're thinking about when we're at gigs, we talk about sort of equality and the fact that like there's this whole idea in society, that you've got like representation means, we've got like someone who's queer got in the charts. That means we're equal. Someone like a person of colour got a really good job. That means we're equal. It's that sort of thing. That means there's representation. Well, it doesn't. It's just like a token person. And then people go, it just gives them the right to say, that's equality. We're all equal. And yeah, I think the post was sort of about that. Like, it's not just, we don't just like throw that around at gigs for the sake of throwing it around.
Yeah.
That's what we're about. And if you don't like it, see you later.
Get out of the MEFF Army.
Basically, yeah.
Jog on.
Someone
There's
was,
the door, mate.
someone was talking about that in the Brits the other day. Like they were saying, oh, look, the Brits were all going like, oh, look at all these brilliant British artists they've got there. And then they were talking about the economic diversity and saying
Yeah,
basically Charlie XCX, £38,000 a year school. This,
Yeah.
you know, all these people
Yeah.
have been to public schools and they're
Yeah.
nepotised. Well,
Yeah.
you know, they're all talented as well. They're all
yeah,
brilliant.
of course. And it's about how you use it, right?
But it's so hard, like when you think, you know, especially for bands coming up like DIY and stuff like that, you got to make your own. You got to make your own luck, and you guys have grafted so hard.
Yeah. It's 100% graft.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that.
I know. I follow your Instagram. It's exhausting.
Yeah, mate. I know. Tell me about it. I'm bored of myself.
Never be bored of yourself.
No, not really. Never.
Always be your number one
Yeah.
fan.
Oh.
But it's like, you know, Frank Turner was doing. It was his 3,000th gig, wasn't it? You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
were playing. How many gigs have you done now? Do you reckon? You must have done so many.
We've done a lot.
You're never not touring.
We did like 150 last year.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, it's pretty mega, but
That's a lot of
we
load in
love
and
it.
load out for Lewis.
It's a lot of load. Mate,
His
I've
arms must be
got
knackered.
3 amps to be carrying around. So tell me about a couple of shelves that are empty.
You haven't
Come
got,
on.
You haven't got a roadie yet, have you?
No, listen, my girlfriend comes out with us
Yeah.
and she does some of the heavy lifting. So
So pay your
You
way.
know.
Pay your way. Come on.
I'm like, listen, one day this will pay off financially for you.
Being
One day it will pay off.
Stick around.
being band
Stick
adjacent.
around.
Being band adjacent is so fun though.
Yeah.
I think like we got our mate Lloyd that comes and helps us at gigs. He loves it because he's got no musical talent. He means he gets to be in a band without being in a band. So he
That's
gets all the
pretty cool.
fun,
Yeah.
all the chatting to people backstage and getting up on stage and doing all this stuff. No,
That is
none of the
true.
stress of having to manage Instagram
Yeah,
and
no
write songs and
responsibility.
stuff. Yeah. No growing things or doing like boring contracts and like
Yeah.
reading like, oh, what are the show stop rules at this gig?
I know what you
Punk
mean.
don't do rules.
Oh,
No rules.
No
No
rules.
rules.
That was the that was the best Eurovision song ever.
No rules.
By Windows 95 Man. It should have won.
Yes. Oh my God. Windows 90.
rules.
Yes. That was really good.
Yeah. What are
Yes,
the
I
rules?
know that song.
No rules. Same year as Europapa,
Yeah.
and that was like also like that was such a vintage year. Last year, I think.
Eurovision.
Yeah, Yost.
God,
I've
what a
written a
thing.
Eurovision song.
Have you actually?
Yeah, and one day I'm going to record it and apply to be on it.
How does it go?
I can't tell you. I'll tell you off mic
Okay.
because I don't want to give away my secrets.
AI will get all of it. Yeah.
AI. Well,
Would you do Eurovision? Would you do it?
Farage Against the Machine could do it because it's about you reuniting Europe. It's getting Brexit undone.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the Meffs.
Jedward did it, right? For Ireland.
Yeah,
You're not Jedward.
No, I mentioned them twice.
yeah,
so-
like a duo.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. Wait a second.
They're
Am
another
I?
duo. They're another duo.
Would I do it? No.
Fair play.
Why not?
Boundaries,
what
I
about
think.
on my song?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it on your song.
It's going to be Essex. Essex
I get to wear a
United.
mask as well?
Essex United
Yes,
with every
Essex-
Essex band on.
Is it
They'd be
actually
like,
gonna
and
be-
now Nuts in the gang.
Yeah. No, they should do it.
With little Nuts.
Oh,
Amazing.
is it going to be called Essex United?
No.
Oh,
I'll tell you about it later.
all right.
I did a fun T-shirt last week for a band, Cage
Mm-hmm.
Fight, and you were like this. It was, you know, people. Do you get like female-fronted band all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Lily from the female-fronted band, the Meffs.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
annoying?
Yeah, the other day, so we went to Europe, we did a European tour with Meryl Streep. I don't know if you know Meryl
What a
Streep.
great name.
That's a good
What
name,
a
right?
great
Yeah.
name.
Awesome name.
and he's-
Perfect band to play with Brad
Yeah,
Pitt.
literally. He's just on his own.
Yeah.
He has a back-in that he's like written. He's recorded everything electronically. He presses play and he shouts at the crowd for 34 minutes exactly. So he was like, have you seen this? And it was like a poster. And for his, it said something like avant-garde punk from Dublin.
Yeah.
And that was how it was written.
Punk.
Yeah, it was like punk, avant-garde
punk.
punk from Dublin. And then for us, it said something like, all the girls, I swear down.
All the girls.
And I was like, my girlfriend's here, chill. Like, come on. It said, all the girls, female fronted rock band, the Meffs. And I was like, and we were laughing obviously because we were like, what does that even mean?
All the
Like,
girls. All the lovely ladies.
like bingo, isn't it?
Yeah, 88, 2 punk ladies. It's the Meffs.
We got the Meffs here. Lovely lady, front lady. Her name's Lily from Essex. How are you doing?
Go on, Lily. Go on.
All the girls.
All the girls are in here. MEFF ARMY, come on.
Lovely young lady from Essex. Gonna come and do a song or two for you. Bless her heart.
She's going to get up and do a turn now, and then the real band's going to come on afterwards.
How you doing? Yeah, are you okay? Do you need anything?
So I did a T-shirt for Cage Fight last week, and it says "male back metal" on the back, and it's like, and everyone's loving it because like Rachel's like such a badass, and she's just like, can everyone just stop saying female fronted band?
It's crazy.
It's so boring.
I don't know why that's. It's not important. It's important when you're talking about topics. Yeah, it's important, but. That's for us to talk about. That ain't for you to use to promote your gig. Exactly.
I like it. I'm not going to mention the festival's name, but you'll guess who it is. But they're often like, oh, we've got so many more female-fronted bands this year. You won't believe how many women we've got on stage this year. These 4 female-fronted bands.
Lovely ladies.
All these gals are going to get up and come on, guys. Let's all cheer them as loud as if they were boys.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been let out of the house to come here, so give them a big round of applause.
Yeah, they're terribly angry.
That is sort of the vibe at times.
Yeah, but that's what you mean, like tokenistic and stuff.
It's tokenistic.
Makes you more angry, though.
It does give me more anger, which is great.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gives you more Farage Against the Machine.
Wait. Yeah, you wait for the next record.
Is it going to be good? Female fronted, the lovely girls.
Fronted all the girls, the Meffs.
Yeah, Lewis is going to put a dress on.
He wore a skirt for a couple of gigs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's why they got all the lovely ladies.
Lovely ladies. Did he shave his legs for it?
He did. He wouldn't do that. He was very proud of how he looked, I've got to say. It was Boomtown, I think. Boomtown Festival.
Oh, yeah, you announced that again, haven't you?
Yeah, playing it again. He wore a leather skirt for that.
Oh, sick.
Oh, yeah?
In May, which we were on a main stage somewhere, and they've got pyro, and part of our deal was that we were allowed the pyro. And that's going to be exciting.
Fire.
What? What's a life?
Yeah, but it's going to be
the girls.
This dog. I think the dog fur. Actually, I think that's why we get booked for some places. They're like, yeah, we've taken the dog box as well. Yeah, we've got the dog box.
We've got the animal box tick now.
Exactly. The furries. We've got the furries in. We've got some lovely girls.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely girls.
Oh, we could tour together. We'd tick all the boxes.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
No, this is good because I'm autistic and I've got AD8K. The other dog's got AD8K.
Yeah.
I've got asthma as well.
So is Lewis.
Yeah, so there you go. That's good.
Oh, I can't have 2. Cancels it out.
No, cancels it out. Too many then.
Too many.
Nah, too many then. Need some more.
Oh,
Need some more boy bands, all right? Need some more man bands.
Should we get like
Man bands.
Can we get like festival lineup bingo
Yes.
and look at the main stage and cross it off?
100%.
We were going to do that one year because one year they took off all the bands at Glastonbury that were all just men, and there was just only a few people left.
Yeah.
I was going to take all the bands off that didn't have dogs in them.
Just you left. Who cares?
It's just like, look, there's only one band.
Oh, yes.
So I want to talk about like getting into music and DIY and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Have you got a record deal? Or you do you put your own stuff out?
No, we have got a record deal.
But did you put your first EPs out yourself?
The first demo was put out by ourselves, yeah.
How'd you do that? How'd you get around to doing that and record and hustle and get out there?
We recorded that in a day. Yeah. We got in live in a day. It was just before lockdown, yeah. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We were like, get in, record it, done.
In
So
Colchester?
In Colchester,
Where?
yeah. Unit 1.
Oh, yeah, classic. Love Unit 1.
So it was a Unit 1 day, went in, Wayne just recorded it, done. And then
he was like, "Is that all? When you're going to bring when's the bassist getting here?
Yeah. Any more boys?
Yeah,
Or just the one. Just the one boy. Yeah, just the one. Yeah, just the one. Again, still the one. He didn't really love Wayne. He's lovely.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, and then we did like a few little EP type things, and then the EPs got signed to Bottles to the Ground. So
wicked. And you were like hustling around playing like little gigs around. You said you were playing that basement, and were you playing like Coda and Three Wise Monkeys and stuff?
All those, all the classics. Then we did the Art Centre. We did like a summer show, random show there, and it was like great. Obviously, it's the Art Centre, isn't it? And probably around that time that we it just got picked up, and
the Art Centre I think is the best venue because it's such an amazing venue for sound and lights, but still if any band goes along with a little demo tape, you know, so we used to play when we were 15. And he was like, hello, Anthony, can we play at the Arts Centre? And he actually put us on, you know, things like First Band on and stuff.
Yeah, they always used to get us like supports. They always used to give us like, oh, you can open for so-and-so. And we'd be like, oh, cool.
It's so good to be taken seriously, though. And actually to be like, I'm playing at the Arts Centre.
That is really cool.
Proper bands play.
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing in an old church.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's great.
Every single evolution I've been through as a band, I think I've played at the Arts Centre.
Really?
Yeah, it's really mad. I think I played there with about 8 different bands.
Wow. The Twist, though. Have you played?
I miss it. I played there loads. Yeah, I missed it so much.
Oh man,
it was so good.
It made me sad.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
and especially seeing Lawnmower Def there. We used to see like quite a few good metal bands would come around.
So many metal bands. I remember there was like, I don't think Black Dahlia played there.
Yeah,
but I think there was like Alisana, and do you remember those sort of bands? They were like.
I used to be like more the Maniac Squat days, like when it was like that time. That was pre-Meffs punk in Colchester, Maniac Squat, who was single of the week in Enemy with Fuck Off, their single Fuck Off. And it was like single of the week and stuff. And then they came back and we supported them again at the Arts Centre for like some reunion gig a few years ago. But yeah, there were like a few good punk bands around. Oliver Twist like a mini Underworld though, because there's a pillar in the middle of the stage. Yep. So you got to decide when you're playing, you got to decide what side of the pillar you're going to look.
Yep. Literally,
but it's good. I hung onto it like a koala sometimes, and I quite like that.
It was great. You stuck to the floor. The beer was cheap. Like done.
So, what other places are there in Colchester? Like, if bands are starting out, where can they go and play?
It is Freewise, Coda. They are like the two really at the minute.
And where's Meff Fest?
I can't tell you.
What?
It ain't announced yet.
Charter Hall.
Oh, no, imagine that. I saw UB40 at Charter Hall.
Yeah, I saw Ned's Atomic Dustbin there. I think the very first gig they ever had at Charter Hall. It was awful.
I love the names of the bands that I mentioned and then the names of the bands that you mentioned.
It was like you were
really uncool.
It's like you were having two different conversations.
No, but it's funny, like Charter Hall, it's like such a weird, it's like if Alan Partridge was going to organise a gig, let's put the badminton kits away and we'll put the band there. Okay, everyone. Yeah.
It is like a Spinal Tap moment.
Smells a bit of plimsolls in here.
Plimps.
It does. It's so weird. Yeah, exactly. Instead of the Stonehenge, just a badminton net comes down.
That's it.
That's funny.
Oh, mate.
And so if any bands are starting out, because is it difficult, like if you're under like 18? Because we used to play gigs when we were 15 and they'd let us in, but things used to be a bit more chilled then.
It is more difficult, but you can play like Freewise, for example, you can play before 9. So they do like weekday gigs. So like college students and that can all go, which is pretty cool.
Because Anorak Pack were really, Anorak Patch were really young as well, weren't they? So they were going around doing like gigs.
There was loads of bands at that time. There was like 4 or 5 bands that used to do that. And they used to go and they all played together before 9 o'clock. Yeah. And it'd be Ramo, like it'd be really, really packed out with just college kids. I don't know that you get that as much anymore. I know they do like Battle of the Bands and stuff, which is sort of early nights. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if there's that same sort of scene.
Yeah, we used to do like I used to love that Battle of the Bands at the college and things like that. It used to be so fun. Yeah. And we played at the Institute once at the Battle of the Bands as well.
That's
Institute.
Cool.
That was cool.
I'd love to play the Institute.
Yeah, that was an amazing hall. Yeah. Do they do gigs there anymore? I
don't think they do.
No, more play. We need more gigs. And then like I know that now they've got like Smashing Pumpkins and stuff coming playing in Colchester. Where are the Meffs on the bill? Are you playing?
Not yet.
We need to get on the bill, don't we?
Trust me.
Do you know? I think what we should do, we should have a Meffs stage.
Yeah.
There at Smashing Pumpkins with Skunk and Nancy, but then you can have Meffs. We can have that whole lineup we're talking about.
Yes. Yeah. We just bring it along ourselves. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Just play on the day.
Yeah, and it's called. Say, what's that stage over there? Oh, that's the Essex stage.
Yeah.
with the MEFF Army.
Sorry, what is it called?
It's called the Essex stage.
That is the stage. That's
exactly.
it. All right.
Headlined by Farage Against the Machine, which is the super group of all the bands together.
Yeah, well, just us.
Yeah, well, all the bands. Rad Pitt, you know.
Oh yeah, we can have
Rad Pitt played with us at the Arts Centre. That was fun.
Okay, yeah.
We get one of each.
One of each.
What? One girl.
One girl. One's
one girl.
Enough,
one girl. Never more than that.
One ticks the box.
We'll cut all of Adele's bits out we'll until it's Trans Day of Visibility, and then we'll put them out, and then we'll delete it straight away after when the day's over.
All the ladies, all the trans ladies.
I'm not in the video either.
All the pronouns.
All the pronouns, all the genders. And...
Adele, Do you feel punky? Do you feel like inspired by creativity of Meffs?
I really do. And I'm like I'm gonna get a selfie of you.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Hell yeah.
post it like I'm your
Yes.
new best friend.
Yes.
I'm gonna be putting it all over Insta,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be following you. And I'm gonna join the MEFF Army.
Definitely join the MEFF Army. MEFF
Hey,
Army.
I'm all
MEFF
about
Army.
inclusion. All about inclusion. So I'm
Definitely.
there.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
I've loved meeting you. I'm
Oh, I love
I've-
this.
a bit of a fangirl
do you know,
over
I've-
here
I-
now.
Yes.
What's alive?
I'm going to join the MEFF Army as well because I think I
do
might
it.
not be the oldest one in it.
Oh, you're definitely not the oldest one in
It'd be
it.
good.
You're
I'd
the
be like-
youngest.
I'd be like one of the young bucks in the MEFF Army.
Yes.
And I don't really fancy getting on a train shouting MEFF Army and stuff.
Do you know what? A closing note, what you've just said then about inclusion, like on the MEFF Army, I've literally had people message me to say, like, I listened to your stuff and I came out last year.
Yes, that's
Do you know what I mean?
amazing.
I came out to my mum and dad. One person was like, I was able to come out and I feel like, you know, I had the courage to like go through the transition process.
Yeah.
Like things like that when people message you like,
You're changing the world.
this is the
Lily.
place. Do you know what I
Lily,
mean?
you're changing
Yeah.
people's
changing
lives.
the world.
So Lily,
Yeah, exactly.
Well done.
Lily, what Lily is dropping here is that you're a role model, and I
Yes.
think that's ace. You know, you need people to look up to that are being
Exactly.
themselves with like energy and positivity and fun.
Done. I didn't have a role model and I always say that.
Yeah.
So people are going to have one. Kids are going to have one.
And you know what you prove as well? You don't have to be a prick to get to do
No,
well and
exactly.
get places. You know, you can be inclusive and fun.
Fun. In the name of fun.
All in the name of fun and inclusion.
Yes.
You made that sound not fun.
I went-
the way
no.
you said that.
I know. I went deliberately partridge.
With the
Yeah,
posture.
I was
the posture
there,
as
and then
well.
the posture.
And then part of me was like, actually, it's not cool, is it? And I
Yeah.
would have been.
I went full Nigel, and actually,
I mean-
let's just get Brexit done and keep it that way, okay? I hear there's people trying to get Brexit undone right now.
Oh, we're going to
We're
start
still
now.
talking about this.
So anyway, so that was amazing. I love talking about music in Colchester and Essex as
Oh,
well.
me too.
Essex is the best county for music.
Best county full stop for anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Essex.
Testify.
Essex is the one.
That's another Farage Against the Machine.
Yes,
That's
there we
another
go.
Farage Against the Machine. Testify.
Testify. Exactly.
Yeah.
Farage Against the Machine.
All right, wicked. We got to say thank you to Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank
Oh, I
Thank
didn't
you,
know
Lily.
what to say.
Yeah,
I said that
and-
really sincerely. Thank you, Lily.
It was quite threatening, actually. It looked like you were just about.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I was been. Oh, no, don't.
Looked like you were about to kidnap her.
Oh, no, don't. No, I'm not.
Anyway,
not.
Adele, thank you for coming and being the guest.
Thank you
Guest
for
co-host.
inviting me.
Yeah, better than Sangeeta. What do you reckon, Lily?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Didn't even hesitate. Did not even hesitate. I love that.
Listen, as well, though, because Sangeeta didn't come today.
I know
So-
she's on holes.
You can't compare.
Yeah, she's sunning herself with a Lucasade somewhere like tropical, I think.
Lucas over right here.
done
So.
Exactly. Yeah, Dale's brought Lucasade today. Thank you very much to Adam Whitaker and Locker Media. Do you want to say anything, Adam? Make a sound. Come on, Jaden used to say a sound. Jaden used to go, big up yourself. MEFF Army. There we go. I don't even have to thank NGDA because Sangeeta's not here, so no thanks to NGDA or Essex County Council. So yeah, forget about you guys.
Amazing.
Big up the Meffs Fest.
Big up the Meffs.
MEFF Army.
What a life. What a lovely lady.